Right. I found this one. It's interesting, but the wording of the articles a bit. I don't know what actually they're cancelling. So Sony have decided that they're not producing recordable Blu-ray discs, but in the article they're saying they're stopping Blu-ray production. I really don't know what they're trying to say here.
Yeah, because it was titled as like recordable, and then
Yeah.
the other things that it's canceling, they're all recordable things.
Yeah, do people still use mini discs? I thought those things died. They were
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like the PSP ones were fucking dope. Like that shit was, as far as I'm concerned, it was like Sega Genesis, where it was ahead of its time, and then it just failed because nobody wanted it. But yeah, it's like cassettes, specifically the DV cassettes. Yeah, who the fuck uses those? Everything's digital now.
Yeah, here's the thing about Sony. Like 2000s, they were the most overpriced. Like they come up with these things, like the mini disc, for example, and it really was an "I'm better than you" sort of device. The only reason for having it is to go, look how much I can afford. You know what I mean? That was it. God, I've never even thought of using a recordable Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's that. I can barely figure out how to burn a DVD, much less a Blu-ray.
I'd done them back in the day, but the problem is you just end up with like wallets for the shite. It's like, even back to the VHS days, like my mother had a terrible thing for recording everything and just put more and more boxes of friggin' VHS black ones. Never watched them. Oh, want to watch this movie or want to watch that? You never watch them return. And then you could always watch a rerun or end up better just to get the, if you really wanted something, just get the DVD when they come out. I don't know. Yeah. I'm confused at what they're actually trying to. I know they're trying to do like it's coming to an end, but I don't think so.
No, I mean, it's kind of rough because it's one of those things where there's always been like boutique companies that keep media alive, like different forms of media, I guess I should say. It's like if they stop, like, are they going to sell off their equipment and shit? I don't know. That'd be a shame if it was like over.
I don't think so, because I think the market's picking up for physical media, especially collectibles. People are getting burnt out with streaming. Like, yeah, it's handy for like the mass, the sort of soap opera watching drama, that's okay for that lot. But you tend to find, especially horror fans in it, will want something physical. Right. We want something to commemorate the release, like Nosferatu. I'm jumping on that as soon as it comes out.
Oh yeah, man.
That's something that you want to have as a physical thing on your even if you watch it once and watch the rest in streaming so you don't wreck it, what I mean? It's just the fact that I want that,
Well, shit, that's the beauty of Blu-rays. Like, they don't scratch easily.
Yeah. But the mentality.
It's a shame.
I'm talking about, like, you might have a device once or twice, but it's the whole idea of owning the thing and collecting it and having it on your shelf.
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to go away. That's like saying books are gone, but
yeah,
the market for books, people always buy them because it's, if anything else, is something nice to have on the shelf. Look at the covers and that. Same reason people buy ornaments, figurines, paintings, or pictures and stuff for their walls. I sort of think there's that element to it.
Yeah.
But Sony always, I don't know, I've had a strange relationship with Sony. I think they've always tried to play to a certain market, like the affluent, sort of hipster crowd, and that's always fickle as hell anyway. And they sort of put all their eggs in that basket with their product. The only one that was really commercial was the Sony Walkman back in the day. But apart from that, everything else is sort of boutique, just meant to be that I'm better than you. And I think they're running, it's always Sony seems to run into these problems every so often because they overstretch and they never make it back. What else? Yeah, a streaming service has become the most preferred way to watch movies and TV shows. Sales of physical media have declined rapidly, resulting in a move from Sony. Well, it's not the home market anymore, the sort of DVD, Blu-ray home market that used to be. We'll know that, but I don't think it's gone completely. Like, there's always shelves.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And then this is where it gets even more muddied. So they use them for PlayStation, the Blu-rays, the recordable Blu-rays, so they actually put their games on. And there's been a rejection, I think, of the online game because of shenanigans with the game companies. You don't actually own the game that you buy, the digital version, and they can cut off your account and do all sorts of weird stuff. So I think people prefer a physical game.
I mean, shit, there's consoles now that don't even have disc drives.
Yeah, but people are.
I don't know about
rejecting that.
I mean, I know people that have them. Like, personally, I don't understand because it's like that's what I use for my DVD player. But yeah, really weird.
So I don't know, a bit of an antiquated 4K Blu-rays, a relatively new format. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it'll ever end. Yeah, it won't be as prevalent as it used to be. But I don't think it's as drastic as the article's trying to make out. It's a bit clickbaity, and they're talking about like the manufacturing, but maybe they're just going to sell it off as a franchise or something, or outsource it. But is that going to cost them more in the long run?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, there you go. There's a. Like I said, I just thought it was interesting because I still like physical media.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more into collector sets than just buying the standard, if that makes sense. You know, I like something that's a bit of a box set. Even if it's one movie, give me a wee booklet or something, that'll keep me happy.
Right.
I think there's definitely a market for that, like anything. Because sure, people still buy Funko Pops and keep them in the box. You know, you can put them in shelves as if it's a storefront.
Right.
So if there's a market for that sort of stuff, then there's definitely a market for something that you can actually physically use. And plus, I think people are appreciating as well the special features. I think there's a reawakening of the appreciation for that.
Well, and of course it sucks too because it's like major releases. Most of them don't even have them because studios won't pay for them anymore.
Yeah, I think that I know I've talked about this quite a bit, but they've really messed up trying to incorporate the streaming market into the zeitgeist, into the ecosystem. They really messed up. They all jumped at a bandwagon and they cut off their own legs with the other revenue streams. And now they're all in a bit of a mess because a lot of these companies are in trouble. They're able to hide it because they're so big, but a lot of them are going to crash and burn because they just cut off their own legs. They jumped straight to streaming. They even cut out the cinema release, and all the whole chain of income for the one product has disappeared, and they're making losses left, right, and center on movies. No way to recruit because if you take away this, you're not going to get the cult classics anymore. So something might not have landed when it first arrived in the cinema, but a year, 2 years later, it gets a reawakening through Blu-ray sales, physical media, and sure enough, 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary, all of a sudden you have something that's making you money that you've already put into. Is that possibly the short-sightedness of companies that, you know, if they don't make it back in like the first 2 weeks, that's it, it's a loss right off, and they're not thinking of like having just multiple income streams? I don't get the mentality.
Yeah.
Oh well. That was a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, as you can tell, you're really excited about
Well, let's see. It is saying like at the end that there's like the plants in Mexico and Germany are still doing it.
Yeah.
Now it's a separate entity. So even if they stop being made here, at least they'll be made somewhere else.
So they're just closing down the division. It might just be labour costs. Yeah, a bit of a non-article, but like I said, I just thought it was worth talking about.